There is the Angel of Plenty, and by plenty they mean plenty of public money to spend on stuff for themselves. So hello, today we are in Wood Green and we're going to go see London's Freemasonic Crown Court. Do you remember the video not too long ago where I went to an old converted Freemasonic school? Well, before that school opened up in Watford, it was here in Wood Green, and the building still exists. They just converted it into a Crown Court. Could you imagine if you'd done something really bad and you ended up having to go to Crown Court? And when you got there, it was all pyramids and pentagrams and all-seeing eyes. Well, that's the experience we're going to have today, not the appearing at court thing. It is actually illegal to film inside a court, especially Crown Court. In fact, it's illegal to even film the outside of a Crown Court if it's in session. But it's Sunday today, a very sunny day indeed. So yes, it being a Sunday, we are perfectly fine filming the outside of the building. In terms of having a look inside, there are actually a surprising amount of photographs that people have taken from inside. So I was trawling the internet and made a small collection of photographs which we can analyse on the way down there. And of course, when we get there, we're going to drone the crap out of that building so we can appreciate the true oddity of it, you know? You can actually see it from here. It's over there. It's that weird sort of pyramid thing, all the spiky windows. It's very intimidating. Well, I mean, it should be, I suppose. But it seems like overly intimidating to me. And down there is Wood Green Shopping City, which is a very dismal place. So we're starting off here in Alexandra Palace on top of the hill, just to give you a sense of the Masonic flavour of the place. No doubt some of you have been here before. They have events here and things, concerts, snooker. There's an ice rink around the back. And the theatre. Yeah. I think this is actually the spookiest part of the building. This thing used to have an enormous tower on the top. If you look at old pictures, I'm pretty sure they use that as a Masonic hall. Yeah, this theatre doesn't get used very much. And the thing about places being used for Masonic halls, you need a place with no windows, because of course they don't like the light getting in, or rather the light getting out as they're putting on their fancy dress costumes. So the old theatre here is a windowless, grand old room, not used very much, around the back of where the BBC used to be and have their studios, because they do have a place for their after parties, which we'll see on the other side. Actually, the BBC tower is an octagon. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. And why is it that the most exciting parts are always cordoned off like that? It looks pretty cool up there. I want to go up there. Well, look at that. Hidden around the back. Very grand. Danger, keep out, it says. What's in here? Oh, it's the back rooms. My favourite. Hello. No, what would you like to help me with?
So you're not allowed to film on the property unless you have a permit.
That's silly.
I understand, but
where's that policy written down?
It should be on our website. You have to get a formal...
I had a very good look at your website. For example, I have a drone in my bag.
Yep.
I know that I'm not allowed to use it on here.
Yep.
So I know that there's a public road down that end.
Yep.
And there's a public road around the back. So if I'm going to use the drone, I use it from down there. But as it comes to filming,
Yep.
filming is a perfectly reasonable, creative pursuit
Yep.
that anybody can do.
I understand that.
Would you have a problem if I was making a drawing or writing a poem?
I wouldn't personally.
No, well, there you go.
But the policy is that no filming or photography.
Inside?
No, on the premises.
Find me the policy, please, because I challenge you.
Yeah, we can come inside, and I'll have to go to my computer. I don't have it on me.
Oh, well, I can look up the policies on here, possibly. There is no filming policy. Surely you could look it up on your phone, no? You certainly, for example, I mean, we don't even need to check the policy.
Yeah.
I know this is not up to you, you're trying to enforce something you've been told to do.
Yeah.
But let me tell you that it's unenforceable for this particular reason. You're not going to stop somebody taking a picture up here with their phone, are you?
With the phone, that's fine.
Yeah,
but
so
once it becomes a professional.
So
style
what
cameras.
do you have a policy that dictates what is professional style equipment? Because this is consumer level.
If it
You
is,
can buy
it'll be
these
on
from
the computer
Argos.
inside. I don't have one on me directly right now.
So that's what your problem is. You think that I'm representing a company and I'm doing it professionally.
I've just been contacted by security to see.
Okay, well, could you maybe? I'm going to carry on filming.
Okay.
If you want to escalate it to your superior, I'm happy to talk to them about it.
Yeah,
because there's obviously no point in me having to go at you about it, because it's nothing to do with you. But yeah, the person who contacted you and asked you to come and do this, they're wrong.
Okay.
For various reasons. I'll be happy to speak to them about it. But in the meantime, if you want to send them out to me, I'm going to just carry on.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
All right.
I'll contact them now.
Thank you. You're going to look at this and you're going to think that I'm an auditor, and for some reason I've come here to try and get a security reaction. I haven't.
Is that for private use?
Well, for personal use,
That's fine.
Yeah. You guys would be concerned that maybe I was like a professional film company or something, but I'm not. I'm just a member of the public.
There's a policy. If professional.
I understand that.
Private use is fine.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
Thank you.
No worries.
Yeah.
Personal use is a very vague term. You can collect something for personal use, and then later on you can just do what you want with it. Can we carry on with the video now? Is that okay? So, yeah, you may not have ever realised this place is Masonic, but the most Masonic king that England ever had was King Edward VII, because it's not often you get a king of England whose previous job for like 30 years was Grand Master of the Unified Grand Lodge of England. But yeah, that was Edward VII, and his wife was called Alexandra, and that's how we got Alexandra Park and Alexandra Palace. So with those sorts of people involved, it's not really a surprise that it ended up a little bit weird. There is our clue. The Phoenix Bar. Let's go find it. It's like an enormous mouth. Cyclops. Here we are, look. The Phoenix. Look at that. When I came here years ago, it was never like this. Look at that. They've got one of these CCTV where they can talk to you, shout at you, bark orders at you. Hey, citizen, stop enjoying yourself. Take that smile off your face. It'd actually be nice if the local pub around here was called like the Pub on the Hill or the Alexandra or something, but no. They had to call it the Phoenix. The Phoenix is actually an esoteric symbol to do with the Kabbalah, the Jewish mystical texts, because they were written in Phoenician script. So it's a common Freemasonic thing that the phoenix represents like the ancient secrets of the origins of the universe from the Kabbalah. And you'll find if we go inside here that they have a checkerboard floor on the entrance. Wow. Huh. So they've got a load of Egyptian crap over there, which many years ago when I came here, this was all open to the public. I mean, this is Alexandra Palace. It has, some more checkerboard up there. Yeah, Alexandra Palace is supposed to be, you know, always free and open to the public for all time. But look, they closed it off and it's only open for special events. So you can see one of the pyramids just there. Look at that. Right, let's go into town and go see this Freemasonic temple, Crown Court. And on the way, let's look at some of these images from the inside, because they are really quite astounding. So let's look at the first one. This is from like Google Images or something. Some guy just sat on the seat near the canteen looking at this weird door. And the thing that's weird about it is not that it's pyramidal, because we'll see in a minute there's a lot of pyramidal stuff here, but it's that circle cut through the wall. Now you could be charitable and you could say that there's a light on the other side, maybe they don't have enough light coming through so they wanted to let the light through, but come on, look at how many lights there are in the distance there. They're not short of lights. It's quite clearly an esoteric symbol that is being put into the modern part of the building for whatever reason. You can also note the checkerboard floor, bearing in mind that this building, the original building, when it was actually a Freemasonic school, didn't have any checkerboard flooring at all, like none. It had wooden flooring and carpets and rugs and things. So the fact that literally the entire court is filled with checkerboard flooring is totally absurd in my eyes. Court number 10. All the courts are essentially identical. There's really no difference between them. You can see the checkerboard flooring, you can see the 3 doors, and check out the handles on the side doors there, little diamond shapes. And obviously the whole pyramid thing. It's really quite potent there. Here's an image of just the inside of that door. You can see the pyramid theme, and look on the little wooden plinth there, the diamond shapes cut into the plinths. Now, if they didn't want to make it Freemasonic, all they had to do is just do like plain wooden plinths. What would be the problem with plain wooden plinths? Why on earth did they need to put this diamond shape on it? And the diamond shape is a theme. If you look at this one, each of the courts have this sort of double diamond interlinked. It's basically like the Masonic version of the Vesica Pisces with the circles overlapping, except it's squares with the single square in the middle joining them together. It's basically like a symbol of brotherhood. It has a spiral staircase going all the way through it. This is, I guess, floor 3, because you can see the number 3 in the middle. And those are the lifts. And you see the lifts there have like the pyramid on the top. And check out the floor pattern. This sort of massive circle with the little diamonds all the way around. Like, what the hell is that all about? Well, we kind of know what it's about. Here's an image like looking down through the spiral staircase. And I've included this one because there is also an image looking up, I guess from the bottom floor, otherwise they're like in mid-air or something. But yeah, look at that. It's literally like an all-seeing eye. Right at the top, the 3 little skylight windows almost forming like a sort of the rays, 3 rays from a sun. But yeah, look at that, the all-seeing eye, like channeling all the way through the building. Yeah, that building is spooky as hell. And here we are, Wood Green Crown Court. Nice and quiet on a Sunday. Wow. This thing is spiky. Oh look, I have some really beautiful stinging nettles. I think these are the most beautiful stinging nettles I've ever seen. Exotic. A good thing to point out is that not all of this is original. All the stone stuff you can see here is the original building. But they have built a monstrosity in the centre. Some kind of spiky temple-like structure. And that is the main door. Of course not open today, being a Sunday. Otherwise I'd have security all over me right now telling me not allowed. But yeah, this central part, if you look at the top there, has quite a potent Masonic symbol. That is what is called the Book of Law. Quite apt for a Masonic courthouse. And this thing is just covered in 3s and 6s, like 6 windows in a group of 3, and then above it, like 6 windows, and above that 6 windows, and it sort of tapers off because it's sort of pyramidal. But yeah, look, the 6 pyramids along the front. Let me introduce you to one of the main themes of the building here. This used to be a school, a Freemasonic school. This is quite an important symbol. To be fair, I had no idea what it was. People on my Discord channel managed to figure it out pretty quickly. It's a Lewis, which is like a strap that you feed through a hole in a big rough stone that you've quarried. And the buckle there, you would attach a rope to, so you can drag it off to be worked, so the rough stone can become smooth. So this is symbolic of taking the children when they're rough and dragging them out of the quarry to be worked on. This is going to be pretty scary if you're a defendant turning up here. The pentagram with a G in the centre. That is what is known as the blazing star. The Masonic pentagram, which apparently echo the 5 points of Freemasonry, which have different meanings depending on which degree you're at, apparently. So for the lower scrub lords of Freemasonry, they tell them the 5 points are the foot, the knee, the chest, the hand, and the whispering in the ear or something, which is a bit weird anyway. But then, spoiler alert, I've managed to find out what the 5 points actually are. Point number 1, never hesitate to go out of your way to be of assistance to a brother. Now that would be interesting, wouldn't it, if your brother was the judge and you were the defendant. That's the reason why Freemasonry is bad for justice. Point number 2, you are to seek to benefit your brothers every time you seek to benefit yourself. Point number 3, whenever a brother informs you is telling you something in confidence, you have an obligation to keep that confidence. Point number 4, always let a brother know you are willing to be of assistance. That's presumably the judge giving you little hand signals when you're the defendant. And point number 5, to whisper good counsel to help your brother reform and warn him of approaching danger. So there we go, we learnt something today. about Masonic pentagrams. So this is what used to be the clock tower. They've replaced the actual clock just with this big red circle for the Crown Court. If you look at old images of this building, mostly it's like drawings from when it was new, you'll see that it does have railings on the top, spiked railings, but they really were nothing as extravagant and crazy as that. I mean, that's just almost like demonic looking to me. And for whatever reason, I guess they wanted to make it like even more intimidating than it already is. It's got these sort of horns, like owl-like horns, one on either side. Like, what was going through the architect's mind when he thought, you know, we'll just give it horns, demonic horns. These are kind of odd as well, look. These little circle anchors, one on either side. That one's a cube. So these are symbolic of the rough stone, I wonder. Maybe. Same on this funny little entrance, look. There's your Lewis buckle with the little circles. And on this chapel bit on the end, it's cubes. It's odd. And this one has a little extra tiny little pentagram. Look at that, with the sort of perfect little pentagon in the middle, and then another six-pointed star, the interweaved six-pointed star. Nothing weird about this building. Oh, this one actually has oh, look at that. Pyramid's the right way up. Oh, actually no, up and down there, look. As above, so below, or something like that. Little pyramid windows. 6 of them actually, look. There's another one there. I can't quite see what it is though. I'm going to have to look at that with the drone, I think, because I can't really see it from here. But certainly look at that, even on the modern part of the building, we've got a triplet of little miniature pyramids. Like, why on earth would they do that? A single magpie. An omen. Right, let's have a look at this front door. Now, at first inspection, this might just seem like it looks a bit like a church door or something like that, nothing particularly special about it. But then when you look closer, you realise there is something deeply symbolic going on. You see on the left side there is a king, which I presume is King Solomon. And then on the right here is a queen. And I don't really know who she is, or maybe the importance is it's just female and male, the ultimate natural duality. If you look above here, what looks like a sort of just ornamental decorative thing with foliage is actually 2 different species, oak and ivy. What do we have around this side? The triplet of blue doors. Wow. That's quite interesting. Let's see if we can spot what's going on inside. Oh yeah, just like a machinery room. Look at that. Air conditioning or something. Oh. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. So at least the building's very functional. Oh yeah, that's why they've got the vents on this side. The tradesman's entrance. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a real one. Look at that A. Oh, look at that. Yeah, the compass and cornucopia. Well, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that. Oh, there's a spooky tower, look. With red trim on the columns. Just to make it, I guess, even scarier. Little pyramids, look. Little red pyramids. And then a witch's hat. Wow, look at that. That is proper, isn't it? What's that on the top? Wow. That is quite some weather vane or wind vane, or whatever you call it. Right, I think we've seen enough from the ground. Let's go back out onto public property and drone the crap out of this thing.
Take off. Home point updated.
Oh, yes, we can confirm that it is
Home point updated.
photogenic. Holy crap. Look at that thing. It's insane. Let's try not to crash into the building. Get a little bit closer. This part on the top, it looks really spooky, like it could be like a evil layer. Yeah, so where you can see those three little windows there, that's the top of the spiral staircase. Three little skylights. Alright, let's just quickly have a look at the roof, what's going on here. And seeing what's on the top here. Again, let's try not to hit anything. Well, I see plant life. Some kind of like little courtyard or something in there, isn't there? Difficult to tell. Is that sixes on the top? Yeah, each of those metal things there. And 6 of them. This building is very, very symbolic. Suspiciously symbolic. Whoa, look at that enormous pyramid window. That's a modern part of the building as well. Like, what the hell? Why would they build that? Let's get a good look at this. This is very ceremonial, isn't it? It is literally like a... I mean, it reminds me of the red inside as well, like all the red seating inside or whatever that is. It kind of feels demonic to me. But I'm reliably informed that mystical Kabbalah apparently is not Satanism, but that's just what the internet tells me. So what would be the point in building these spikes? Like that spiked window has absolutely no purpose as far as I'm concerned, other than some kind of weird symbolism. Is there a door on the back of this thing, I wonder? Yeah, it's like a little walkway. No, there's no door on the back. There is a walkway up there that goes into the top there. Yeah, and there's another spiked window with absolutely no purpose whatsoever. Oh, there you can see Alexandra Palace, where we started the video. Sitting there on the hill. beaming its BBC propaganda to all of these buildings. So there we go, guys. London's Masonic Crown Court. What a spooky old building that is.